The leaders also met the acting President Yemi Osinbajo, who pledged the administration's commitment to taking action on the many demands tabled before the government by the organized labor. He spoke in response to an 18-point demand presented by the labor unions. State House correspondent Maria Lashende reports.
This is the second phase of Labour's National Action for Good Governance in the fight against corruption, the first phase having held on September the 10th, 2016. And after a street rally to press home their demands, this invitation by acting President Yemi Osinbajo is the opportunity to share their concerns with him on issues of systemic corruption, disrespect for the rule of law, and indices of poor governance, which has pervaded all tiers of government.
We also want the fight against corruption actually to go down the ladder because we still see that in states and local government, where workers are being owed salaries and pensions, and yet a lot of resources are being diverted. And therefore, we thought that this fight must also scale down to those levels of government.
On his part, acting President Yemi Osinbajo expresses government's commitment to acting on demands presented by Labour, noting that government's primary responsibility is being accountable to the people.
President Buhari decided that I will ensure that salaries of workers across the states are paid. And that's the reason why we had the first bailout. We were bailing out at a time when we were losing 60% of revenues. 60% of revenues on account of what was going on in the Niger Delta. The third is the Paris Club refunds. These are sums of money owed to the states since 2005. And nobody had ever paid those sums of money.
The acting president is enlisting the support of Labour in speaking out against corrupt officials who are making the fight against corruption look like a witch hunt, pointing out that what has constituted the country's major problem is the looting of its resources.
If we don't speak up against corrupt public officials who are trying to manipulate the system and the society to ensure that they are not caught and to make it seem as if there is a witch hunt against them. If we don't do that, then we will not succeed. Government needs the TUC, the NLC, the working classes, the civil society to speak up. When you say systemic, we're not just talking about government. We're talking about practically all institutions, including religious institutions.
Labour, on its part, presents an 18-point charter of demands.
Of our action for good governance, and our quest to also continue to fight against corruption in our society.
Labour leaders leave the presidency assured that government is listening, but with a warning that leaders and workers in all spheres of governance must be honest if the country is to survive. Maria Lashende, TVC News, Abuja.